home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Clemson Tigers offense will go to work first. One of the biggest and best surprises of the 2024 season was just how good South Carolina was. That was evident when they went into Death Valley and fought until the bitter end and pulled one out against Clemson.
And South Carolina had a great season a year ago, but the cherry on the sundae was going into Death Valley and beating their rivals. Like, Clemson remembers this because Lenore Sellers takes the 20-yard scramble with a minute left. Like, Clemson made so many mistakes, was very much in the football game. But, Jesse, this one stung a year ago.
It did. This defense for Clemson, they've got to be able to get off the field. You mentioned Lenore Sellers, David. He ran the ball 16 times. He was a workhorse on the ground for South Carolina. So for the defending ACC champions, if they're going to get this win in this big rivalry game defensively, they have got to be great on third down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Handoff from the gun. Just ran over it. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get it. Second guy finally did. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To throw, it's Klubnik. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
Place to start for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Finds his big tight end. Knocked off his feet.
Nice right there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Bennett. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll try it over the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sellers. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Randall. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's perfectly fine. From a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He wants to take the top off. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. Gets the first himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Swings it out to his running back. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Get it out on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Breaks the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
Here comes the heat. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt, but this offense would like...
Turning it on! Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Makes a connection. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Right on target this time. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. Jukes his way for more. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Touchdown, Clemson! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead down.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Looking for a huge play. Finds a spot in the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Sellers. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
He'll pull it on the read. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
You go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, you know, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Going for the big play. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Looking to throw again. Moves away as he feels pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Adams.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier. There he goes. Gives him the big stiff arm. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Going for 6. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Hold on just a second. Flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Swings it out to the flat. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Second and goal coming up. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the 2nd half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the battle between South Carolina and Clemson plays out.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Runs through a tackle, and he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Gamecocks are on the move. From the gun. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the tailback. Powers through the defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got a man. It's Bennett. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking for a crease. It's Adams.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier. And boy, they did it right there.
This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Sellers. Fires to the big fella. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Bennett. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the run on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Looking for the score. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Can the D deny? On 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. The screen, and watch out. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Now improvising. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
There's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. This guy is a daring punt return, man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Sellers. Throws to the tight end. Got his man all by himself. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Here's the handoff. Running into the open space. Smashes through the tackle. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks! South Carolina starting to feel a little cocky, and why not as they stretch the lead on Clemson.
They're cocky, and they should be the way they're dominating this game on both sides of the ball. They are bringing it to Clemson.
And South Carolina's fan base is one of the best in the country, and they are jacked out of their mind right now to be putting it on their in-state rival.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense. Intercepted for the 11th time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Sellers. It's caught. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Got enough space. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They'll give it to the back. Nice move to keep running. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense.
Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Haynes.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from the 29. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Got to give the defense credit, man. They've won the day, especially against the pass. They've gotten to the quarterback. They've hit him. They forced him to throw off his back foot on that one. They've had 3 interceptions in this game. What a day for this defense.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future. And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a 1st down. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Flushed out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. Gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They're going to run it. It's Randall. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to run for it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what... A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll try to do it himself. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even.
And it's his 4th interception of the game.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll go to the ground. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sellers. A little screen to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play of bringing up 2nd and 3. Offense in a bunch formation. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Boom. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We've certainly seen... Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive hold. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Randall. Breaks into the open. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete. All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback.
Touchdown, Clemson! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Turning it on! Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Feels the punt and looking for daylight. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Trying to beat the D deep. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Got it behind the line. It's Randall. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game. I need to force some plays, Paul. We're probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it. Because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Going to look downfield again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Grabbed behind the line. It's Randall. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 1st down here for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll go to the air. Dances away. Touchdown, Tigers! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They took it 68 yards on that drive. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints for moments.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Fires to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Got it in the middle, it's Randall. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll set up to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Lets it go to the end zone. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Anytime South Carolina takes down Clemson, as it just did in this rivalry game, you can expect them to get a little bit cocky, and they deserve it. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.